¿Qué pasa, YouTube? Welcome back to another Bleach Brave Souls video. And today is gonna be a short one because it's regarding an issue and it's also an advice for newer players out there, or for generally speaking, all players out there that are new to the game or intermediate players. Now, the topic is PvP. PvP is generally a very much liked game mode, let's just call it like that, for most people, because it's a way to be competitive with other people, to show what your team can actually do, how well you build your teams, and you know, climb up the ranks and then display those ranks when playing co-op with other people in Bleach Brave Souls. Now the thing with PvP is, especially now with the new hard Yiwach having come out, I'm getting asked a lot, could I use this Ewak and, for example, the team setup you're seeing right now, Kenpachi, Ewak, and Kuriyashiki, could I use this against any team? Is this the best team in the game for PvP? Tsukishima, Jugram, and Kenpachi, are they still good? So these are like questions I'm getting asked, and there isn't a definitive answer to that, because first of all, PvP isn't about, in Bleach Brave Souls anyways, it isn't about using this team against everybody, because with this team you won't be able to beat everybody. And also with a team, for example, of full invincibility members, you won't be able to beat everybody. And with that team, I mean Jugram, Tsukishima, and Kenpachi. Not Kenpachi, Yamamoto. So that is one basic principle you got to bear in mind when playing PvP in this game. Like, you can't just choose this team and match up against everybody and that's it. And that's why I'd like to share 2 pro tips for beginners and new players and intermediate players, or generally people who don't know this, how you can be successful in PvP, brave battles in Bleach Brave Souls, and how you can climb the ranks even easier and faster. Now let's switch over to the brave battles menu. Right, so there we are. The first tip that you should be taking yourself to heart is build multiple teams. Now, I've made a video in the past on a few pro tips for beginner and intermediate players, where I was saying build yourself multiple co-op teams. The same principle applies for PvP, for brave battles. Build yourself multiple teams. You see this? This is the team with the new Yiwach. That's a team I'm basically using depending on what person I'm matching up against. However, don't neglect your older team, because there are still units, still teams out there where this team isn't a good matchup. For example, let's just keep on refreshing. Let's see, maybe we find one of those teams where it might not be that good of a matchup. So let's go, let's see. Okay, I might have to refresh for ages. Anyways, this team won't be the perfect matchup for everyone. Why? Because this team isn't, first of all, not an invincibility team. So if you're, for example, encountering with this team a full max transcended team where they have, like, I don't know, 6 anniversary eyes and maybe using some other units in there, all of them track max transcended, top accessories, top everything, you won't probably be able to beat that team, because especially 6 anniversary eyes, and he's most likely one-shot in Kuriyashiki and Kanpachi, and all you got left is Ewak. Yes, Ewak is OP, no doubt about that, but will he be able to beat everybody in the game? No, he's not able to beat everybody. So that is why I'm saying build multiple teams. Now I've got 5 teams always built up now. One of them is just for fun, which is this one. So yeah, that's just one of my fun teams. But apart from that, that's my usual team that I used up until today, or up until today, when I got Yiwach. That was my basic team that I'll use most of the times, depending who I matched up against. You see, I used Kuriyashiki, Kenpachi, and Yamamoto. Then there was this team with Tsukishima, Kenpachi, and Yamamoto, and then I still have my full invincibility team, Kenpachi, Yamamoto, Tsukishima, and Jugram. And I still use this team today. If I see certain teams I'm matching up against, for example, if it's a full Max Transcendent team with like 40k total power, you still see those teams around, and they don't have any Kenpachi or Kuriyashiki or something in their team, I'm using this team. Why? Because they have all invincibility, they have the upper hand, and they still beat those teams like it's nothing. So that's why I'm saying build yourself multiple teams, prepare yourself for different enemies, for different players, and that is very important. That way you will make your life so much easier in PvP Brave Battles and Bleach Brave Souls. And that's basically the first pro tip. The second pro tip I'd like to share with you is choose the right matchup. We've already spoken about the importance of building more than one team, just having them set up. The second point is choosing the right matchup. Don't be going with this team against anybody, because chances are you will be losing. And those chances are quite great depending on what team you're facing against. Like I said, if it's a 6th anniversary Eisen team where he's Max Transcendent and he's got 2 good other units with him, you're having a hard time. So you're having a hard time with this team. And that's why I'm saying it's very important to choose the right matchup. Keep on refreshing. A refresh costs only 300 coins. I mean, mostly everybody can afford 300 coins. Coins aren't hard to get in this game anymore. Keep refreshing up until you get a matchup. For example, this one here, Darth Kun 2. This is just a gifted. This is just so easy, and it scores times 2. So if you have the point streak after 6 wins on, and you get 100 plus points for a 6 or more win streak, you're getting 1,000 points just off this one fight. And that's why I'm saying keep on refreshing. Choose yourselves. Choose the right matchups. You don't always have to go for the weakest opponent. Yes, you could do that, but if you'd like a bit of a challenge, then still choose the right matchup. For example, with this team I'm having right here, all of these on this page are not of a problem. Like all of these, even though they are weaker than my team from points of view, they aren't in any trouble for this team. And that's why I'm saying PvP is not about matching up against anybody and trying to beat everybody. No, it's about choosing the right matchup. And once you've understood these 2 principles, you will be able to climb the ranks in PvP very, very fast, get into 3rd seed, to Lieutenant seed, Captain's League, Head Captain's League. Trust me, you'll get there very, very easy. And that basically concludes the video today. Thanks for joining me today, guys. Again, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Peace and love.